Jared here with One of the Nation's Rage. Happy February to you all. Just a quick what's up is what this video is. Giving you an update, letting everybody know how things are going with me and how things have been. I didn't really do much over the month of January. Didn't really post too many videos that are current, at least. But in case no one has noticed on my channel, I did go ahead and release all the videos that I had been holding back on releasing for so long. So I do officially have most of my videos available for you to watch now. So if you haven't checked those out, go ahead and check them out. Basically, in October, I went on a trip to the mountains to check out the foliage and the beautiful scenes of autumn in the Smoky Mountains. I came out with 3 videos overall for the overall trip. So if you haven't seen those yet, check them out. They're called Searching for Autumn in the Great Smoky Mountains. I also released a few other videos. I did an Arabia Mountain video in November with my nephew Andrew, just like we did the year before. We went ahead and did another video, this time in HD, and this time the audio is actually halfway decent so you can hear what we're saying. Also, at the beginning of January, I did a video with Matt. It was either the end of December or the beginning of January, I can't remember. But we did a video at Arabia Mountain. I mean, not Arabia Mountain, but Factory Shoals. So if you're interested in seeing that video, go ahead and check it out. It's called Factory Shoals, Take Me to the River. So go and check those videos out if you're interested and you'd like to see what my channel is like, ideally in good conditions and good situations. I enjoy to do location videos like the ones that I did. I want to give you an update on the status of my knee, the condition of my knee. There were some videos that should have been uploaded to my channel, some videos that I told everybody would come eventually, but they're not on my channel, and I have reasons why they're not on my channel. I had high hopes. I told you guys about the Supart injections or Rooster Comb injections I was going to get in my knee in January, as well as the medial unloader brace. And I did get both of those things. I got the injections. I got 3 injections. The doctor said I was supposed to get 5. I only got 3. And I haven't gotten any more since then. As well as the medial unloader brace. I wore it for about a month just to see what kind of relief it would give me. And the Supart injections gave me a little bit of relief. It lasted for maybe 3 weeks, and then it started to not work anymore. I started to feel the arthritic pain coming back in my knee. And so the thing about those injections are they're very expensive. They cost, as far as I know, around $800 per injection. And my doctor was saying that you need to get 5 of them because the amount of fluid that the capsule over your knee joint holds is equivalent to 5 of those injections. However, he's also saying that insurance companies only really want to pay for 3 because they're so expensive, and they're trying to see what little bit they can get by with using. So I honestly don't know if had I gotten the additional 2 Supart injections, if it would have worked or not. Just out of my experience, I'd have to say that if you've had a full meniscectomy, then chances are you're not going to get much relief for a very long period of time, even with the Supart injections, the Rooster Comb injections. And the reason why is because I believe that those, I'm not saying that they're not effective at all and that they don't work. There are many stories and many cases where these injections have brought people relief, and they have brought them up to 6 months of relief, and you can get them again over a period of 6 months if you have the money to pay for it, or if your insurance company will pay for it. But as of now, it's still in the works. It's known as an experimental injection that they're still doing research on. I don't know if it's been approved by the FDA or not. I'm not sure. I'm not going to talk about any of that stuff because I don't want to say something that, is going to bring heat my way or anything like that. I'm not going to talk about the FDA or what they approve or what they don't approve. I honestly don't know if it's been approved by the FDA. But I do know a person personally that got those injections and they did help her. But this is my next point. If you're someone who has osteoarthritis due to age and wear, and you've just gotten the disease over time because you're older, you're up in years, you're getting to the age where you're going to need a knee replacement and your meniscus is worn down and it has issues, which is therefore causing you to have issues in your articular cartilage. Under those circumstances, I can see where the Rooster Comb injection or the Suparts would help you. However, if you're someone that has had an overnight catastrophic knee injury where they had to operate on your knee and they had to remove your meniscus completely and do a full meniscectomy or even a half meniscectomy, and you get one of those injections, I don't see where it would help you that much. You guys see what I'm saying, right? I hope you understand what I'm trying to portray here, is that, if you still have an intact meniscus that just happens to be damaged, Suparts will probably help you, and it probably is right for you. But if you are missing your meniscus, or you only have a small percentage of your meniscus left, then it's probably not going to do much good for you to pay that much for those injections. They haven't really done that much for me overall. They gave me a temporary relief, and it's supposed to last for 6 months. Well, it didn't last 6 months for me. It lasted for less than 6 weeks. It lasted for about 3 weeks, and then I started noticing the arthritic symptoms coming back in my knee. Now, the medial unloader brace, I do have faith in it. I'm not saying that it's not something that you should try if you're dealing with osteoarthritis in your articular cartilage because of having a knee scope and having a meniscectomy. I think that it would be good for those candidates, and yes, I am one of those candidates. However, the way that the brace works, it's meant to be very tight. It goes over your joint, and you have to wear it very tight. If you don't have it as tight as it can safely be on your knee, then it's not going to work. Well, it just so happens that I had an ACL reconstruction, and therefore the doctor had to drill tunnels through my tibia and my femur Not only that, when I had my meniscectomy done, the first surgery that I had, I've shown you guys the incision that the doctor made. I've shown it to you numerous times, too many times to count. I'm not going to show it to you again. But if you're curious, go and check out some of my other videos and you'll see the big scar on the medial side of my knee. Now, from what my current doctor has told me, they don't do those meniscectomies the same way anymore. They will do arthroscopic surgeries to take care of the meniscectomy, to take care and either repair the meniscus or remove the meniscus. And at all costs, they really want to try to avoid taking the whole meniscus out of your knee, because it is such an important part of your knee and it serves such an important function that it is like one of the last things that they want to do. They want to try everything first before they decide to take your entire meniscus out. In my case, the meniscus was so bad, the bucket handle tear was so bad in my knee that they had to take it all out over the course of 2 surgeries. And the first surgery was done in a way that is no longer practiced in the orthopedic field anymore. In other words, whenever they do a meniscectomy nowadays, even if they have to take the entire meniscus out, they will keep the surgery at an arthroscopic level, meaning they will make small incisions around your knee and remove the meniscus or repair the meniscus. However, the doctor that did my meniscectomy during the first surgery that I had, made a 3 to 3.5 inch incision on the medial side of my knee. So he actually made a large incision. He cut through the capsule of the joint, the knee joint. And from what the doctor that I have now says, whenever you make an incision like that in the knee and you cut through the capsule surrounding the knee like that, it takes a long time for it to heal. And the process of healing that the knee goes through to heal something like that involves a lot of inflammation throughout the whole process of it healing. It requires inflammation to heal, and it takes a long time for it to heal, and it creates a buttload of scar tissue. So if you're following anything that I'm saying, I hope you're starting to understand my point about the medial unloader brace. I wore it for a month. I had to have it extremely tight around my knee. I feel like it may have served its purpose in taking some of the load off of the medial side of my knee and prolonging the condition of my articular cartilage and slowing down the osteoarthritis. However, I just can't wear it. I can't wear it anymore because every time I put it on, it aggravates the incision. It aggravates the scar tissue in my knee. And I just can't wear it anymore because it turns out that the pain I experience from wearing that is just as bad, if not worse, than the pain I experience from the articular cartilage being damaged in my knee. So I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Chances are, if you can't relate to any of these surgeries or these operations or these injuries that I'm talking about that I've had, you probably don't understand what I'm saying, and you probably don't care what I'm saying. You probably have no interest in it, and I completely understand that. Why should you? But if you're somebody that has had these operations, or somebody that has had these injuries, or somebody that has pain in your knee, then you can probably relate with what I'm saying and you probably understand. So my point overall about the medial unloader brace is that yes, if you have had a meniscectomy and you're trying to prolong and find an alternative to getting a knee replacement or even getting a meniscus transplant surgery, then yeah, you might want to go the route with the medial unloader brace. It'll probably help you as long as you have had only arthroscopic surgeries. If you've had a surgery like mine, I'll just go ahead and show it to you in case you haven't seen it. If you've had a surgery like this, where they made an incision on your knee and they cut through the capsule of your knee like that, then you probably want to avoid using that medial unloader brace, because chances are, depending on how long it's been since you've had your surgery, it's going to cause you severe pain. I'm talking about inflammation and pain so bad that you can hardly move your knee because it's so stiff. And it hurts so bad. You know, it's kind of like one of those feelings where, you know how, and people that have never had a knee injury can relate to this, but you know how when your knee like feels stiff and it kind of feels like it's locked up and you have to pop it, like you've been standing for a while or something, or you've had your leg in a weird position and it feels stiff and you go to bend it, and when you bend it, it pops. You feel the pressure, but as soon as it pops, all the pressure goes away, it releases. I'm sure everybody knows what I'm talking about with that. Well, that's kind of the same feeling, except it's way more intense. And when you bend your knee doesn't pop. It feels like it should pop, but it doesn't pop. It just hurts. That's kind of what I'm talking about. That's the feeling. That's what it feels like. But anyway, now that I'm done rambling about that, I just had to get that out. I had to put that in a video so people would know, in case anybody was curious about the Supart injections or the knee brace, the medial unloader brace. I wanted everybody to know how they work for me. Alright, so I'm done talking about that. Last update I want to give you is that I'm actually headed home now from physical therapy. I just had my final session of physical therapy. They just released me. They didn't release me because I finished. They released me because they are saying that I'm not going to get any better, and the physical therapy is not going to help me anymore. Basically, I've reached the plateau, which is exactly what I told you guys a few months ago, if not more recent than that. I remember saying that on one of my vlogs, that I've reached my plateau and it's not going to get any better than what it is. And yes, I'm still having pain. I'm still having issues. So they released me, and I don't know what's going to happen next. I have a doctor's appointment in March, about 5 weeks away. And so I really don't know what the next step is. Yes, I'm still on workers' comp, and that's about it. I'm just waiting to hear something from someone letting me know what's going to happen next. Obviously, I can't go back to the job that I had before, so I don't know what's going to happen. I don't want to talk too much about it in this video. I'm just letting everybody know how I'm doing. I'm getting around pretty good. I can't complain about my mobility. My mobility is very good, but the pain is still pretty intense, and it's definitely present. It's present every single day. It is osteoarthritis. That's what I've been diagnosed with. It's in the stage now where it's still in the articular cartilage. It has not reached the bones. It is not bone on bone yet. I just got an x-ray done last week, and I still have space in my joint. So it has not progressed to the point where it's bone on bone. So I don't know what exactly they're going to do to treat my knee so that I can go back to work. But they're going to have to do something about it. That's all I can say, that something's going to have to be done about it. The pain that I'm having now is worse than it was a year ago. As far as the arthritic stuff goes, the pain that I'm having now is getting worse. I don't want to sound pessimistic or negative, but I'm just being truthful about it. The pain is definitely more intense, and the further time goes on, the more intense it's going to get until they do something about it. That's all I can say. So anyway, I won't keep you any longer. This has been an extremely long vlog. Thank you for sitting and listening to me rant. I don't want to give anybody the idea that I'm complaining. No, I'm being positive about things. I'm not letting my condition alter my life. I'm doing my best every single day to be a good father, to be a good husband, to be a good believer, first and foremost, to surrender myself to God, to let God lead me wherever I am to go. I'm not trying to speak negativity on my situation. I do have hope. I do have faith that if it's God's will for him to heal me, then he will. But specifically, if God does not heal me, then there's a good reason why he has not healed me. And you know, I'm learning to deal with a heavy situation, a difficult situation. I'm learning to deal with it and still keep my peace with God, and still be a positive person, and a person that is full of faith, and a person that's full of hope, full of love. That's the most important thing to me in my life, is that I have love, that I've experienced God's love, and that it's flowing out of me into the people in my life, and even into people that I don't know. So I'm not trying to sound negative. I'm just letting you guys know what the situation is. I'm not sugarcoating it, but I'm also not going to speak negativity into it either. So thanks for listening. Thanks for your interest or your concern. I appreciate everyone that watches my videos. Oh yeah, there is one other thing. I'm sorry, you guys. I'll let you know this one last thing, and then I'll let you go. The last vlog that I did, I told you guys to look forward to me making videos about Covington and the history of Newton County. I told you guys that the Newton County Historical website has a list of locations where they have placed plaques about the history of those particular locations and why they're special. Well, the last time I went to their website, they seem to be doing an update on it. They seem to be changing it. So I don't know if that means they're getting rid of the plaques or what. But all I know is that last year I had access to the different plaques and where they were located. But as of now, I do not have that information. And I'm not sure how or when I will get that information. So I might have to put that video on hold. Nevertheless, it's still something that I want to do. And I gave my word on it. I don't want to go back on my word. I want to try to do it. I might have to come up with something a little bit different to make the video other than the original plan that I had. But just stay tuned for this. Stay tuned for more location videos. I'm going to do what I can to make good quality, interesting videos. And I hope that you guys, after you watch the videos that I just recently uploaded, I hope you can start to see how things may have improved and may have become more entertaining and more enjoyable to watch on my channel. It's like I said on my year one video, the best is yet to come. So stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned for more videos. They're coming. They're coming. All right. Have a good day. Take care. Bye.